Do you have segments or anything that you do for your podcast? Or
there's, we got some segs.
Okay.
Not really.
Do you always abbreviate it like that?
No, I don't say segs.
That sounds like you're a TikToker talking about sex. We've got segs over here. So anyways, ladies, I was having segs last week. And the guy put his ding-dong in my yoo-hoo.
Welcome to Maximum Zach, my favorite podcast that I'm currently hosting right now. Today we have Kenny Weber.
What's up, dude?
What is up? How long have we known each other now?
Not that long, dude.
Like barely that long.
Not very long at all. Then we're like, oh, you want to go on a tour together? You want to like just...
Yeah, it sort of came out of nowhere because I remember like I was doing stand-up at the rec room. Like I was just doing some random spots with Jeremiah Watkins, and then randomly like, well, you run the place. You like run the rec room in Huntington Beach. And then, like, we never really talked to each other, except for, like, maybe in passing. I was just like, hey, whatever. We didn't really talk that much. And then somehow we ended up, like, going to Arizona together to do stand-up. Yeah. I don't even remember how it happened.
Well, because you hit me up to do San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
So then, literally right before I went on stage in San Diego, I was talking to you. I was, like, basically pitching you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, if you want, we could like co-headline. Cause I don't know how much like time you have, but you get hit up to do like headlining stuff because of your following and because of other shit. And so it could kind of help both of us. I have a following. I had already had some headlining stuff of my own lined up. Yeah. And so then I just like added you to those shows. So yeah, we went to Arizona together, which was that
was the first time we spent more than like an hour together.
Yeah, at all like more than an hour together, but even in the hour that we had spent together, probably each time that we had seen each other, it's like you said, we were like, there's a bunch of other people around. We weren't like really like talking. It was just like pleasantries only.
Yeah, literally.
So it's like we're lucky that one of us isn't extremely annoying. That
would suck so bad if one of us was really annoying.
That would be terrible if one of us was really annoying. That's
Kenny.
Like one of us was just like randomly.
Has anyone ever told you that you're really funny?
No, that's why I started doing comedy. And so no one has still told me that. But what's up with the beanie?
Well, it actually doesn't fit on my head.
But where did it come from?
It came from Amazon.
So it was a choice.
Yeah, it was a choice, but regret it. I should have wore the Carhartt beanie.
This is two different people. Beanie guy and tracksuit guy are not the same person.
They're the same person.
No, literally, like you can't.
I can be beanie guy whenever the fuck I want.
No, but you can't wear a track. You need to like have.
You're chains. Like putting me in a box, Kenny.
I know, because I have to look at you. You don't have to look at this.
Yeah, I don't have to look at it.
It is confusing.
Everyone online.
Look at how none of these people over here are making eye contact.
What kind of hat should I wear then?
This look, you can wear one of their like fucking little cocksucker hats, the Kangles or whatever.
Kangle? What the hell is that?
Like Samuel L. Jackson, but wear it forward. Yeah, you could wear it backwards, but then you seem like, I don't know, ethnic.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you could wear a Kangle with that, but it needs to match that. It needs to be like the same color.
Yeah, I know this. The color scheme is off today. Yeah, it's not good.
Do you have segments or anything that you do for your podcast, or?
There's, we got some segs.
Okay.
Not really.
Do you always abbreviate it like that?
No, I don't say segs.
That sounds like you're a TikToker talking about sex. We've got segs over here. So anyways, ladies, I was having segs last week. And the guy put his ding-dong in my yoo-hoo.
No.
So
what do you think the funniest word for a vagina is?
The funniest?
Yeah, like the funniest or weirdest word or like name you've heard for
Sniz?
I think ham wallet.
Whoa, dude, you went very aggressive.
That's like that's what I've heard, dude. I didn't come up with it.
Ham wallet immediately put the image of Leatherface in my head. That's like when you said, I was like, oh, that sounds like it's like they fucking arrested Leatherface and they're like, we found 4 severed heads and 3 ham wallets.
We found the ham wallets.
Like, what's ham wallets? Ooh, that's a nice way of saying pussy.
It's not nice.
Hey, dude, if you're telling me you found, I would rather you would be like, oh, we found 5 pussies.
So, if you were gonna have a segment on the show, pitch me some segments right now, dude.
I'm glad that we've gone to the full word.
Segs. Pitch me some segs, dude.
Pitch you some segments.
Yeah.
I think it's too on the nose if we go, like it can't be anything like it should be something that goes against what people would think that you're gonna come to the table with.
Yeah.
So I would say something smart. That was supposed to be the joke. Me saying you're dumb.
Thank you.
But like something new, something
right over the beanie.
Like political.
Something political?
Yeah,
God damn it, Kenny. No, we're not doing political.
Like politics. Like politics with Zach. Maximum politics with Zach.
That actually
just
would probably... That kind of goes hard.
So
kind of goes hard, actually.
You talked while I was saying it, and so now I can't. They're not going to be able to use the song.
We'll edit it.
Okay. Should we talk about the hamburger without mentioning the place of the hamburger?
We will. But before that, so where are you from exactly, Kenny?
Oh, you want to like do?
I just want to know like more about you because I don't know anything.
We spent 12 hours in the car.
Yeah, we spent.
And you don't know where I'm from.
No, I think you're from somewhere.
I was actually born in Texas.
Okay.
And I've lived here in California since I was in like 4th grade,
nice.
Something like that. And I grew up in like the Long Beach area. Went to Lakewood High School, and then I'm adopted. So
nice.
My whole family's white.
We were just talking about orphans earlier.
I wasn't an orphan. It was agreed upon before I was born. So nice try.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm adopted by whites, so that's why I sound like this. And yeah, man, it's been fucking cool. I started doing comedy when I was like 30 years old. I'm 37. I know I look very young.
Yeah, you look super young.
Whoa. Not as young as this fucking weird family you have. Or you have no idea who that family is.
I have no clue, dude. I put the pictures in here, and that's it.
So who put the pictures in here?
It's a good question. They just were here.
Oh, okay. And so is that... Can I address the guys to my left?
Yeah.
Do you guys know who's on? Is it inside? Okay.
They were just there.
All right. So with the millions of people watching this podcast at home, if this is you, please write in like this because this could have been from any time. These people could all be. That woman could be dead, and these kids could be 56.
They're all dead.
Oh, they could have all been They could have all been in 9/11.
That's true.
Oh, the whole family. Like they all went to visit the dad at work.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's take your family to work day.
Yeah,
and they're all like, oh, we can't wait to see dad. Dude, I don't know why they're talking like that, but like,
was there any take your kid to work days on 9/11?
Dude, that would be gnarly, dude.
That would suck.
That would really suck. Like, all of our families are coming to the office today. Perfect day for it. It's going to go down in history as the best family day ever.
And what if you had multiple kids, but you only took one kid to take your kid to 9/11 day? That's what it was.
The other kid's just going to be like, I wish it was me. God. Oh, man. I was thinking about this earlier. Like, so my birthday is 9/11. And I know you definitely know that. But like, do you think people that had their birthday in Pearl Harbor, like their birthday was ruined by it?
Do you think like the way your birthday
was my birthday was ruined? Yeah.
By 9/11.
Yeah.
How old were you when it happened?
10.
Ooh, so your big round 10th birthday.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Was fucking ruined by 9/11. Like nobody cared.
Yeah, literally no one cared. They're like, "Why are you celebrating? Why are you happy?"
Damn, dude, that's fucked up. Because if it was like 11 or 9, it would honestly be better.
It would be.
But it's like that. I never thought about it before. There's people that turned like 21 on 9/11, and they were just like, "Fucking let's rap." That's
they still party.
And they're like, "Well, maybe we should like, if we don't go party, the terrorists win."
That's true. Also, I didn't even think of it like that.
Yeah, you had to get back to life like as normal, dude. That's why we have like after COVID, same thing. Like if you don't go back to normal life, the COVID wins.
That's true. we have to go back.
So, do you want to know anything else about when I was a baby?
Yeah. Were you cool in high school?
Not at all. Like, but I wasn't like, I was literally just like, I was just kind of like there. Like, I can't be like, oh, I was also, because a lot of comedians, they are like, I was bullied and like this happened and that, and I can't like complain and say all that shit. But I was like, definitely, I wasn't cool, but I wasn't like uncool.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, I mean, I was uncool, but I wasn't.
You weren't like a loser.
Yeah, it wasn't like because because like everybody could know who you are because you're popular, or everybody could know who you are because you're a real fucking loser.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't either of those. I was just present.
What was so the first time you went up to do stand up was when you said 30?
Yeah, I was like technically it was when I was 30. I was 30. I was like a couple months past 30. I did stand up twice in San Diego.
Do you remember it like really well?
Yeah, well enough. Like I did it twice in San Diego actually at the mic drop.
Yeah.
It used to be called the Comedy Palace. Mm-hmm. And they had an open mic on Tuesday and on Wednesday, I think. And I showed up on Tuesday and I was there first. Like the signups went out at like 5:30 or whatever time.
Yeah. I
was there like 5 minutes early. And then I signed myself up like at the end of the like very bottom of the list. First sign up.
Yeah.
Sign up being like, I want to go last. And then I sat there and watched everybody go up. And I watched it be like a, kind of a little crowd. Like you could have gone up and done well. I watched that happen. And then I watched everybody leave. And then I go up and there's literally like maybe like 6 people scattered around the room. But it was perfect. I was like, I didn't want there to be like
like tons of people
because you were just so nervous about it. And then I went up and that time I just like it was like nonsense. Like it was I don't remember what I said, but it was shitty. It was just like not I don't have anything that I could pull and be like, there, that was it. And then the second time I did it was like a week later. Mm-hmm. And then I said something about being like half black and half white and got like a laugh.
Yeah.
And so it was like that was cool, but the rest of it was also just it was the same thing. I did the same exact thing, went last, and then I didn't do any stand up or any open mics or anything. That was like in like October, November. I didn't do it again until the end of March of the next year. It was like 2017.
Okay.
And then I had like a little bit of a better idea. And so I went up at this place called the OC Steelhouse. There was an open mic on like a Sunday night. It's in like Santa Ana. It's not there anymore. They tore it down and built apartments. But it was just like the shittiest open mic of all time. Like it was legitimately like 5 comics showed up to do this open mic.
Yeah.
And we were the only ones there and the bartender. And Chuck Berry died like a few days before I did this.
Yeah.
And then one of like the Rothschilds also died. Like
I don't know why I laughed.
The same day. And so, but the joke I did, I was like, "Oh, you guys, Chuck Berry died this week," and then a day later, so like a Rothschild like died, proving even in death, the white man will steal Chuck Berry's, steal his thunder. And that was that was probably like. And then it's funny because I said that to like 4 comics that all were like, huh. And I was like, I fucking did it.
How long were you like wanting to do stand up before you actually went up and did it?
I mean, I wanted to do stand up since like being a kid and seeing stand up, like seeing any time I would see stand up comedy, that would be the thing that I would be like, that would be so cool to do that. But it always, obviously everybody kind of has the same story of like for a long time thinking that these people just went up and like a lot of what they were doing was riffing.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, even though a lot of what I do is riff now, but
yeah, it really is.
But I still thought that the great jokes that everybody like Chris Rock was saying were like they weren't like, oh, he'd been touring for like a year or 2 or even some of those jokes doing them for like years, like 10 plus years, like crafting them basically.
Yeah.
And then the major thing, I was just talking to some comics about this a couple days ago. Like most comics that you find that started after 2017, especially if you like look at Orange County, it's all from podcasting.
Yeah.
It's all from like hearing, like my story is the typical story of like so many comics in Orange County or that I've met around that is just like, I started listening to Rogan, then I heard Kill Tony. When I heard the comics on Kill Tony, I was like, oh, I could do that terribly, because nobody seemed nobody seemed to act like it wasn't normal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if on Kill Tony, if they were really getting berated for being bad, and they're just like, you're never gonna make it, kid, and all this stuff, I might be a little more hesitant. But like, when you're like, some of these people's terrible jokes are like getting like, well, that's a pretty good joke, you just need to work on that, and I'm like, I could be that bad.
Hell yeah. No, like I don't know, I had wanted to do stand up ever since I was a kid, definitely too.
Copying me. Wow.
Yeah, copying you. Oh, well, the first time I ever did stand up, I did it at a school talent show.
I thought you were gonna be like, it was the Comedy Palace in San Diego.
Just completely like tell your story again.
Like, I went up and did a joke the second time about being half black and half white.
It was like, I think the fourth grade talent show. No. Actually, it might be like third. It was third or fourth grade, and I did stand up.
Do you remember did you do like your own written stand up, or did you like?
Yeah, I wrote all my jokes, and they said none of them made sense. Like, no, like I thought they were funny, and some people laughed at them, some people didn't. Like, dude, literally, it was a funny. Like, my ender was pretty funny to me. I think for a kid saying it, like I was like, yeah, like.
I don't know what I'm expecting.
But I said something along the lines of like, because I was talking about how I laugh a lot, and I'm like, yeah, you know, people say I'm gonna die laughing, you know, and like, I forgot what I said, but I started laughing after that, and then I fake a heart attack like on stage, and everyone's just like, what the fuck's going on, dude? And I remember they yelled at me for dropping the microphone.
Like, oh, you dropped the mic? You're one of those.
Yeah, I fucking let it just go.
Oh man, I get so like, the Rec Room mic has never been dropped when something good has happened. Like, it's like always been someone be like saying something ridiculous and just be like
it's not how you put a microphone away.
That cost $100. Like,
well, back then they were like, that cost $1,000.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I remember back in like 2018, there was this dude, his name is Frank Reed. Like, nice. And him and his wife decided to do like comedy, and
together.
No, not as a duo, but they like came to like a couple of shows. Then they started coming to the mics, and like they started going up, and they were like, thought they was so cute, and he fucking dropped the mic, a brand new mic, like literally we'd had the mic for a week, and he did a mic drop after bombing for 5 minutes, and then that didn't even fucking work. Why did he
do the mic drop? Did he think he was killing?
It was just, he had written that into his shit, and then I like yelled at him from stage, like I berated him as the host. And then he didn't. I don't think it was my fault. He didn't keep doing comedy, but at some point he quit, and then they got divorced. So
you think it was related?
I think she was like, I can't be with a guy
that drops the mic.
That fucking drops microphone. No, I think that literally.
You haven't even dropped a kid in me yet. Like, their relationship is just going downhill, dude.
I want you to drop microphones in my pussy.
You're dropping the mic all the time, but you can't even drop a kid in me. The hell is wrong with you?
I'm gonna start calling my cum, or your cum, my cum. I'm gonna start calling your cum.
Which one of us? I don't even know who's coming anymore.
All the cum is microphones. But yeah, I think that. Yeah, I think she was okay. You know, people on fucking.
You think they might drop the divorce papers?
One last time.
He's like, later.
You know, people on social media that you just. Do you have these people that you just like see their life?
Yeah.
And it's because they post so many updates, and it's like not even
like who are you updating, dude?
Yeah, it's not even people. Like, for instance, it's that chick, that woman on Facebook. Like I'm Facebook friends with him. I was Facebook friends with him and her, but I never see it. He doesn't like use Facebook, but she uses it from time to time. And it's like, that's how it's like, she'll be like, oh, divorce, starting over. And she's like always doing crazy, like a recent one was like, chopped off all my hair, pixie cut, starting over. And it's like, there's a fucking trend here, dude. You seem manic. But there's people like that. There's also, I mean, it's like there's fucking sad shit. Like a dude that I just like. There's a dude that I'm friends with that I knew in high school, and it's like he had a kid that had something that they went through like medically when they were really young. That was like a big social media thing, and then now he's just had like a family member fucking. They're like croaking, like, but like. In a terrible way. I'm trying to like not say the specific details to be a complete prick.
Yeah.
But also give you the emotional fucking heartstring tug.
Thank you.
That his but it's just like
we'll play sad music during this.
Watching, hell yeah.
Note to editor, play sad music.
Yeah, could you please play sad music right here? The emotional fucking heartstring tug.
Thank you.
They're like croaking. Like, complete prick. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fucking weird. Some other chick that I went to high school with, she just has like a fucking like 8 kids or some shit like that. She might come to the Texas. She actually lives in Texas. She might come to the Texas show. Who knows?
Oh, nice, dude.
Well, I can get a babysitter for 8 kids and
she's probably not gonna find the babysitter. She's not gonna be able to go to the show.
Maybe one of the kids, like each kid can babysit one kid.
That could work in theory.
And in practice, it would work in practice.
I don't know, dude.
Like, I don't know why you're trying to theorize.
I don't know if it would work, dude.
Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to theorize.
Dude, I can't stop thinking of your fucking microphone mustache.
What do you want me to fucking...
No, dude, don't move it, Kenny.
It's just back where it was. It's not, I don't know.
So, like, how long were you doing stand-up before you knew, like, you had good jokes?
It's not that I've gone nowhere in stand-up, right? Like, I haven't gone.
Well, I mean, you have
anywhere,
you definitely probably have better jokes though than you did when you first started.
But what I'm saying is like, so I've like, it's not like I've arrived anywhere.
Yeah.
But I've been like fortunate enough, and I think it's from starting at 30 years old, and also starting knowing that it's like you have to put in time to this. But also, I have to put in like more thoughtful. Like I have to be a little bit more thoughtful and a little bit more aggressive to be like, okay, and now I'm like, because I'm 7 years in and I'm 37. You know, I have people I started with that are 7 years in, that are like 30 or 31 years old. So it's like I get to have a little bit more. But because of that, and I attribute a lot of it again to Kill Tony, listening to that shit to get prepared. And like I think that legitimately listening to Kill Tony, I think helped me. Like eliminate like a year of like struggling pretty badly at open mics, because it's like they're the like you listen to that podcast back in the day. I don't know how it is now, but they really gave a ton of advice like 2015 2016, like real advice. And they'd literally hear somebody go up, the person would tell a stupid ass joke, they'd talk to the person and then find out that like, yeah, I have a stepdad that likes to fuck ham sandwiches. And they'd be like, why aren't you talking about that on stage? That's like, it would be very apparent things that it's like, don't talk about this, talk about this. Yeah. And it's like, that made me think of like, don't talk about such broad things when you first start. Yeah. Talk about the things that would be like, if you're in a group of comics, the things that would be the hardest for anybody else but you to do. So it's like, that's why like my first jokes were like all about being, like, I'm half black and half white. I'm adopted by a white family from Texas. It's like there's a lot of mixed people. There's a lot of people from Texas. There's a lot of adopted people, but it's like all of those things. So it's like how you can like show, like, otherwise it's a bunch of like, especially when you're new, people tend to start then talking about the same shit and all that stuff. So it maybe like the short answer to the question is like a few months. Yeah, like of having the first couple of jokes, like you know, the talk about being half black and half white, the Olive Garden joke. I don't know if you've heard that, right? Like
I don't know if I have actually.
So like a joke that I do that's popular with people that know my comedy would be the joke about Olive Garden. That's why I have like the posters for those shows and stuff with the cheese. And like that joke, I started doing it. Like I literally wrote it in Olive Garden. Like I wrote it in my phone in Olive Garden, like 3 months after I started doing comedy. And then I've been doing it now for 7 years, like off and on, obviously. Yeah. Sometimes doing it, sometimes not. But yeah, just a few months for that most basic open mic hey, I have some jokes. And then I got extremely lucky to be at the rec room and then start just going up all the time there. And it's like, that's really what accelerated it to like what it is today. Like just doing, hundreds of sets there.
Yeah.
But not having to stress about, because a lot of people come to do a set there. I can feel it. Like comics that are like low on the lower end, just getting into like doing a comedy club or doing clubs. Like they have stress of like doing a good job so they can come back.
Yeah. I need to like get up way more, dude.
Yeah, you'll be like you don't come to the mic,
dude. I'm coming to the mic.
No, where were you on Sunday?
Sunday, I was sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was legit sick.
That's fine.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there tomorrow.
We'll
fucking dude, I bombed like so bad at this brewery. Like literally, it was so bad, dude. Like, I go up there, and, like, jokes that even people, like, normally laugh at, like, a little bit, dead silence. And I was just like, oh, my God, dude. Usually, I would have, like, a mental crisis at that point and, like, be like, I shouldn't be doing stand-up. Like, like, I gotta quit. Like, or something like that. But I was just like, dude, I need to do this more so this doesn't...
Well, yeah, you're living, like... you're living in, like, a... fantasy of comedy, if that makes sense. Like you're living in like a world that not everybody else, like nobody, like there's such a small amount of people that live in that world where it's like most people like are just forced to do so many more open mics than you are, and it's like you would just benefit
I would benefit from it a lot,
and it's just like, and it's so dumb because really it is, because what I'm telling you is to go bomb a million times. Go to these places where it's like, there's gonna be nobody there, and you're gonna just say your jokes and stuff. But I'd have to see. Did you do it did you like lose energy then as you were bombing? So you weren't like,
it just all like imploded on itself. Like it was bad.
I've seen like a spectrum of sets from you at this point, and I would say if you're not doing as good as you want to, in a set, I don't think it's like, oh, you're like losing energy because of it. I think maybe you don't bring it in the top.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Like but the thing was though, like I don't know what it was, that bomb was like different. Like for me, like just how I normally would react to bombing. I was just like, okay, like instead of like freaking out about it, I was just like, okay, like what can I do better next time? Or, like, what should I do next time that's going to make this better? It was really weird for me because I was just like, what the fuck? Like, usually I'm freaking out right now. But I was just like, okay, I bombed. I'll do better next time. Yeah, I mean, and then the next show, I did like the next night or, like, the night after. Yeah. I did really well.
I mean, even just, like, part of stand-up is literally learning how to bomb. Like, like on every level. Like, on, like, learning how to do it in the moment of like, oh, I'm like, for me it happened last Saturday. I haven't hosted a show in a while, and I hosted a show, and it turned out through like the whole night the crowd wasn't the greatest crowd, but they were fucking brutal up top, and I started to get them in the beginning, and then a dude yelled out right before I was gonna like say a punchline that was really gonna like it was, everything was going okay. The dude like yells out, "Your fly's down," because I was talking about pants anyway. Like and it wasn't. And it was just like terrible. Like there was like just not even, it wasn't even a heckle where you can like, now I'm gonna make this funny, now this is gonna be super funny. The energy was terrible, and it got to a point where like I wanted to start like firing from the hip, talking a bunch of shit to them and stuff, which I'll do, but I'm the host, so it's like I'm not supposed to. So then it's like I just like went through the jokes and kind of bombed, and fucking you learn how to do that, and then you learn how to like cope with it.
Yeah. Have you ever had any like crazy heckler experiences?
Yeah. I mean, I've heckler experiences. I would say the craziest one was there was a show I was doing. It was a 10 p.m. show at the Rec Room. It was maybe like 20 to 30 people at the show, and the front row, like 3 of the tables were. It was like these two families or something. It was like these 2 dads. They were sitting at one table, and then kids were taking up the other 2 tables, like adult children. Yeah, they're adult kids, and the dads looked like they would be they like look like white Orange County dads that would be at like an Angels game. Like, that's the kind of dudes they were. They were like almost like they were like dressed like a pitching coach.
Yeah.
And they just were loud and annoying during the show, and I had to like I told them from like stage like, hey, if you guys keep doing this, I'm gonna have to kick you guys out. I ended up having to kick the guys. Like it was just like them talking and interjecting and shit. I ended up kicking them out, and I'm talking to them at the bar, and the kids start to come out, and the daughter's like, "Oh, I like your hair." Like one of the chicks, and she like goes and grabs my hair, and then I pull back, and then her hand is like stuck in my hair, like because she really like grabbed, and it's like stuck, and then I'm like pull her hand out, and I like yell, I get like really mad and yell, and then the management of like the whole facility is like, hey, you go to me, like just go, you have to go in the office until these people leave. And shit, because I like had yelled. I was like, because in the middle of the bar area, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't fucking touch me!" Like, and they're like, "Hey, you just gotta go. Like, we'll get these people out of here. You just gotta go." They go outside. The two dads start getting into it because I don't know, blaming each other of why they got kicked out. Get into a fist fight. Somebody calls the cops, but they like get in their car and drive off, and then get pulled over in the Golden West parking lot.
Nice.
And then we could see them from like the green room. And it was like one of those double-edged things, because on one level I was like, this is what these guys get, and on the other level I'm like, fuck, this is not good for the establishment, because like, you know, like if somebody gets a DUI and they're like, where were you, and you can like clearly say, like, I just came from the comedy club, I was there, like they'll send you like you'll get like a notice. And then, like, if you
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, if you get, like, it doesn't cost you any. It's not like, oh, now you've been fined, but it's like, I think
we know.
Yeah, if you get a couple or a few, or like if you in a short amount of time though, you can like turn in your points, you know, like get something cool. Yeah. You've had 7 patrons have DUIs. Do you want this cool floaty shaped like a beer can? But no, they can take your liquor license or give you ding you, or I think they can like tell you that like it's like, oh, you close, you can't serve alcohol past like 11 now or some shit, so shit like that.
Oh, that's shitty.
But fuck. So it was a double-edged thing where I was like, if one person's gonna get a DUI, it's these pieces of shit.
Like one of like the most like off-putting hecklers I've ever had. I had this whole thing about fat people should only be able to play the tuba, like it's a fat person's instrument.
Yeah.
Never fully developed the joke, but one of the last times I tried to do it, someone screamed, "Fat people can't even play the tuba because, like, they don't have enough air. Like, they can't breathe or something." Like, he was just super drunk. And
so he didn't have, like, the structure to his joke.
Yeah, he didn't even have the structure, and I was just like, he was like, "My friend plays the tuba.
My friend's a CrossFit athlete."
Yeah, and he's not fat. And I was just like, oh my god, dude.
Sample size, my man. Sample size.
I couldn't even like make a joke about it. I was like, shut the fuck
up. Sometimes that's the joke though, dude.
Yeah, that is. So you think there's like good hecklers and bad hecklers?
No.
They're just bad.
They're just bad, and it's fucked up because people like, because it's like I have clips online, you know, a ton of them, and so people like at this point I think there's some people that think that I like want them to it's like, no, just because I'm like good at dealing with it doesn't mean that I prefer for that to happen. Like I want people to come enjoy the show, and then if I talk to you, be chill. Like if you're chill, especially if you're chill, like I'm not just gonna be like mean to people like that. I'm usually mean to people I was like, I'm talking to them and they're not chill, or I'm talking to somebody and then, you know, there's always the people that want the attention on them, and so then they start talking.
Yeah,
I have a clip online. I have a clip online of like an Australian heckler. She was really annoying, but she didn't have to. Like I feel like the worst heckler story, they have to get kicked out.
Just throws a kangaroo at you.
Dude, she got that past customs, bro.
Dude, holy shit! Fucking throws a boomerang.
It's gonna come back to me, mate. My fucking navigation's Australian, dude.
For real?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember that, dude. You think you're lying. I don't remember that in your car.
You probably just weren't listening because you were too busy measuring your face.
Dude, okay. I was trying to... I didn't have glasses for, like, I don't know. It was like fucking like 3 weeks.
Oh, half of the trip was. Oh,
yeah.
Zach,
When we were in Arizona,
did you see that? Did you see that over there? Like, and then like I asked you so many times. I'm like, oh, look at that right there, and you're like, Kenny, I can't see.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, I got into this car accident. I didn't have glasses, and I had to go continue to like live my life and like do stuff because it's going to take a couple weeks for me to get glasses. And we went to do the show in Arizona, and I couldn't fucking see shit like at all, like the entire time. Like my eyes are fucked. Like I can't see like pretty much anything.
Okay, yeah. Arizona, we went to because this will lead into this will lead into the hamburger.
Okay.
Because we got to talk about this because we should say we're gonna go to Texas. Those are our next dates.
Yeah.
We're gonna be in Austin, Texas on October 27th.
Yes.
A Friday. And then we'll be in Austin for that entire like next week until the following Friday, where we'll be in Fort Worth that Friday and Saturday. That's November 3rd and 4th, doing 4 shows. So if you live in Texas, please come to those shows.
Please come to the show.
And then if you don't live in Texas, but you know someone who does and could come to those shows, either buy them the ticket or bully them into buying their own ticket and coming to our shows.
Hell yeah.
I don't remember what brought on me.
Oh, it was us, like...
Oh, I was going to say, food recommendations, if you have them, for sure, comment on the, like, YouTube and shit for us. I would say for anywhere we go, we have to do that. Because we can...
Dude, remember when you wanted to go to churches?
Yeah, because this is what I was going to get at, is I'm training a lot of jiu-jitsu right now. I've lost like 25 pounds, but no matter what, I'll fucking always eat dog shit, dude. Just when we go on tour, not the whole time, but I gotta try the just dog shit of the city. I mean, I say dog shit with a lot of love and respect. But we went to Whataburger, which was okay. Definitely not as good as In-N-Out. You can suck my dick with that.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as good.
Not even close. Like
it was decent.
It's decent, but it's like, Doug, there's a Burger King across the street. Same shit. You think Whataburger was a lot better? Like, it's a lot better than Burger King.
Like fresher. I don't know. It depends what you're going for.
Ambiance, motherfucker. No,
I don't know.
Like good food, bitch. It's the same. It's the same. To me, it's. I will, in my opinion, it's Burger King and Whataburger.
Dude.
Same quality. Same quality. In-N-Out is fresh. In-N-Out is just. Do you like In-N-Out? Maybe you're not. You're from.
No, I like In-N-Out.
You're from.
In-N-Out's worth waiting in the line.
Okay. They're pretty proficient. They're pretty efficient with the line. Them and Chick-fil-A, they know how to do lines.
Yeah.
They must be. Maybe they're of German descent.
But yeah, so like God damn it, dude. But going to churches was like I've had churches before and it's fine.
Look, this is how mad you are about churches, because I was gonna do now I can't remember the name. What was the country place? What's it called?
I forgot what the
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel was the next place. But this is how mad you are about churches, chicken. Is when I started talking about food, you immediately want to talk about this churches because it pissed you off, dude.
Dude, it was not satisfactory in any way.
It just fucked up because I talked up churches before we went in here, and every part of the experience
was hell.
Absolute hell on earth.
It was.
The temperature. It was like they were frying the chicken right next, like you could feel all the heat.
Yeah, it was one of the hottest like places I've ever been in.
And there was an air conditioner that was on, and you could feel the heat. And then the food was. Then
I got the chicken sandwich because I thought like it was gonna be good.
And then you spilled it all.
And then like I had some sauce on it. Instantly, I bite into it. All the sauce goes all over my shirt. And then I'm like the stereotypical fat guy that's sloppy eating and just has stuff all over him. People are looking at me and pointing, like families and stuff.
It was pretty funny.
It was funny.
It was fucking felt like swamp ass in there, dude. It was.
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
It was nasty. But yeah, churches, and then that brings me to, we didn't eat at the club in Arizona, but we ate at the club in San Diego. That was really good.
Yeah.
And then we went where there was another club, and it was just the funniest experience with the food.
Yeah, they were like, I was like, hey, like, what's good here? And they're like, oh, the burger's the best.
Yeah, like they went out of their way to like be like, oh, if you're gonna try something best on that burger. Menu, you gotta have this burger.
And I was like, okay, I'll have the burger.
And
I got the burger.
And I got a chicken pesto sandwich.
And what did that guy say to you about
and before, so Zach's already been told burger's gonna be great. I'm sitting there with a chicken pesto sandwich in front of me, picked up, ready to take a bite. And a guy that's on the show that's like goes to the club regularly is like, hey, that's gonna taste like shit. And then I thought it was like, I think that's actually a funny bit. Like if you're just gonna say that to somebody right before they eat something, I'm on board. Like that is funny. I'm into it.
Yeah.
But then he meant it. Like
yeah, no,
it was really he meant it, and because I kind of like laughed it off. He's like, no, that thing sucks. Worst thing here. It's gonna taste like shit. And it was like laughing and like, sorry, dude. And it was real. He meant it. I was like, this is the weirdest thing. Honestly, it tasted fine. And that's what he did. He waited for me to take 2 bites.
He looked better than my burger. That's for sure.
He waited for me to take 2 bites, and then he's like, how is it? And I was like,
what if he just wanted all the chicken sandwiches for himself?
Because of how bomb it is.
Yeah, because it's so good.
Then you start eating your burger. Funny thing, sauce out and on your shoe.
Yeah, I just got new shoes. Sauce goes all over me. Dude, but it was the worst burger I've ever had, and they were talking it up like it was the best fucking burger ever. And then afterwards, people kept coming in like, hey, how was that burger? It was that burger good? Like, multiple people like, did you like that burger? And I was just like, yeah, it's great. Maybe, like, I didn't want to tell them.
Maybe that's like, because you're, like I said, you're a prank guy, dude. So I assume people are like down.
They're just trying to prank
you. And so maybe they're like, we're going to roll his burger and shit. And then he's going to have to we're going to keep asking him how he liked his shit burger.
That's so fucked up.
But we're supposed to go back there, so that's why we won't name the place. Place is cool, guys. Place is cool, guys are weird.
Yeah, I'm trying not to eat as much shit.
Really?
Yeah.
But how much are you trying?
Like,
I don't mean that as accusatory as it sounds.
Like, just in general, like, no, I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to like, I think I want to like try eating like healthier.
Why does it sound like such a foreign concept to you?
Dude, look at me. It obviously is, dude.
Dude,
I think I need to like stop like eating like shit.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
What's the story with that? How long have you been fucking big as fuck?
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, it was like
you're like, dude, 2 years ago, I was
2 years ago, pounds. I fell into a vat of fatty acids and became fat. Like, yeah.
Oh, that's a sketch we need to film for sure. He is FatMan.
FatMan. Everything's been downhill since then.
Dude, we gotta film.
Oh, my fat sense is tingling. No,
my fat sense is tingling, yeah. And then you just pull a hamburger up and take a bite.
Yeah, Mom. Dude. But yeah, no, I mean, I was always a bigger kid. I was fat, dude. Frequented the buffets as a kid.
Right.
I was frequenting them a lot. I like saying it like that. Frequenting. Like,
you're talking. That's the most elegantly a buffet's ever been talked about.
But no, I was, I was definitely professional,
Yeah.
At the buffets. But yeah, so I don't know. I was a bigger kid, but then when I guess probably around like 19, I was like, I'm gonna lose weight, and then I did. I went from being like 350 to 190.
Nice.
In like a couple months.
What the fuck?
I'm not joking. Yeah, and like it was like 3 to 4 months.
That's way too crazy, but okay.
But like, I wasn't doing anything insane. I was just walking and eating right.
Yeah, I mean,
like I wasn't like doing like some crazy like crash diet thing or like any like crazy thing. It was just like I was just like counting calories and walking like every day.
Like I said, I went to Arizona with you, so I saw. I mean, we only went for literally one day, but it was like 24 hours of eating. And it's literally just being like you could lose probably like 100 pounds right now, and never not at least eat things you want to eat, if that makes sense. Like,
no, that makes sense.
Like it's like we could go to a Whataburger And it's like you could literally be like, I will eat a cheeseburger and some fries and some diet soda or something, or iced tea, like that meal. You could you could literally probably do that the first like 75 to 100 pounds at least.
Yeah.
And so it's like not even like that's how I feel. Like I started at like 250, 260.
Yeah, I probably could literally like eat like I could still probably eat like shit, but then like not eat as much shit, you know? Pretty much like what you're saying. And but yeah, I mean I sort of want to change it just overall. But
I mean that's obviously the right thing.
I think it would be better for like longevity.
For me, what's this go around, what I've done, the main thing that I stick to is intermittent fasting. Yeah. That's I've heard that works like pretty well. That's like the overall plan that I stick to. Mm-hmm. And then I go back and forth on eating healthier and sometimes shittier, but I don't put too much stress on that. Yeah. Shit. And like I mean I'm what 230.
So intermittent fasting is like you stop. Like,
well, see, there's all different shit. So like right now, if I was you, I would just say 12 hours. Mm-hmm. So whenever you stop eating for the day, just 12 hours. Yeah. Like you do 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Mm-hmm. Right, and then or you could
12 hours of just constant eating. Just like I've only got 12 hours.
Yeah, the first couple days, that's probably how you'll be.
It's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
But I try to do. For me, I'm doing like 16 hours. Yeah. So it's like
eventually you can do 24. Right?
Yeah. But the little traps with that though are like if you like have to break it by a couple hours, like I only got 14 hours because it's like or if you just the fail safe for me is 12 hours is the minimum. Yeah. So there are some times where it's like 12 or 13 hours, and it's like I have to do it usually because of training jiu-jitsu. It's like if I eat at like 9 o'clock at night, I'm gonna go train jiu-jitsu the next day at noon. Yeah. I gotta eat at like 10 a.m. So that's only fucking 11 hours. But in the beginning, it would fuck me up because I'm like mentally I get in that like all or nothing thing. I'm like, well, if I can't do the intermittent fasting the way that it's intended to do, then I'm gonna eat fucking 5 hot dogs right now. Like,
yeah, I know a lot about hot dogs.
No, hot dogs are the fucking best. What is do you have a favorite food, or is it everything, or
I mean, it's not like I'm just like I only overeat this. Like, it's more like I can overeat anything. Yeah. Like it doesn't matter.
Okay, for instance, fucking sweets or food.
Dude, I'm not like. I think it's sort of insane how people think like fat people are just like they only eat donuts and like that's like a common misconception. But like, dude, that's not. I've never done that in my life where I'm just like eating sweets and like you gotta cut out all the sweets. It's like, dude, I'm barely eating sweets ever. I'm eating a bunch of like actual meals, motherfucker.
100%. That's what I'm saying. The people do say that so much. They say it to me. Same shit. Yeah. Like it's like, no, dude, I don't even. In fact, when I met my girlfriend, I was like around like 230 pounds, and then I gained like 25, 30 pounds, and most of that was sweets though, because she eats sweets. She's a fucking tiny woman, but she fucking loves to eat sweets. But she's so good at like buying something, and then being like, and then putting it away and being like, what? How did you have that one bag of candy for fucking 5 nights of candy? Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. That is supposed to be eaten like, oh, it's gone, like king size right away, like. And so she would buy up shit, and then I would just like binge eat that shit. Like I would, like if I had a couple, I'd be like, oh, now that bag of candy's gone, and now that bag's gone, and I don't know. But it just makes you feel. To be honest with you, food makes me feel good. Sweets make me feel like shit.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I mean, I feel like both ways. I have a complex relationship with food.
But the nice thing is, again, with intermittent fasting, and if you keep up with that, is if you do enjoy just fucking hitting those, like, I mean, I do enjoy hitting it hard sometimes. Yeah. Like, you can save that up almost. So then you can really fucking go off. Like, if you like, do you like Korean barbecue?
Korean barbecue is pretty dope. Yeah.
Yeah. We got to go to Korean barbecue sometime.
I would be down.
That sounds bomb. Fire. You had a Brazilian barbecue? They're building a.
I don't even think I've had one. I don't think I've had it.
It's expensive. It's like way more. Like Korean barbecue is like doable. It's like gonna be like it's like $30 if depending on $30, or you might get a drink or whatever, a little bit more. Yeah. But Brazilian barbecue is like $50-$60 or more. Yeah. But they come to your table and then they have a fucking like sword with meat on it, and then they're like,
what?
They have a.
It's a meat sword.
Yeah, they have a meat. They have a meat sword. That sounds like there's just cock with it.
It's your food.
No, it's a metal sword. It's like a really long knife. I'm using the word sword liberally. Yeah. But it's a knife that's like this long. With a handle on it. That's a fucking sword to me.
It's like the sword in the stone. You can pull the sword for the meat. You'll become king of the restaurant. All the franchises will become yours. I can't get it out of the sausage.
But it's they come by and they just cut off fucking meat for you. I've never been to Fogo de Chao, but there's a place in Irvine called Agora that's really good. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see the differences and shit. But like the place I go to, you don't like mushrooms, huh?
Not a mushroom guy.
Fuck, dude. Do you guys like mushrooms over here? Does nobody?
Like psychedelic or regular mushrooms?
Regular mushrooms. But they okay. So at this Brazilian barbecue place, they have fucking whole mushrooms that are just like sautéed in white wine, like some type of white wine reduction, and I go and just fucking fill my plate up with mushrooms, and then like cream corn, and then I just eat my meat with that shit, and I eat mushrooms and meat together, just like a mushroom with a piece of meat. I know it's nothing. That's why I wanted to find somebody that likes mushrooms, because they'd probably be like, I would do the same thing. I knew you were gonna be like, oh, you're gross.
No, I don't think you're gross. I do, but. So Kenny, I've been writing this play, and I was wondering if you would run through the script with me real quick.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna intro it. Don't look over the script until you read the lines.
Okay, I got you. So I'm saying, who am I playing?
You're playing. I'm gonna play Zach. You're gonna play Kenny.
Okay, cool.
You're in my play.
Yeah, I got you.
Interior, podcast studio, evening. Zach and Kenny sit in their chairs. Hey, Kenny, thanks for coming in today.
No problem, Zach. You're one of my best friends.
Oh, cool. Kenny looks sad.
You're actually one of my only friends.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people say I smell like dog shit.
Really?
Do you think I smell like dog shit?
No.
Thanks, man. I really needed to hear that. You're a great friend.
Thanks, Kenny.
No. Thank you, Zach. You're my hero, and you smell great. And you know what? You're my comedy hero.
And?
Hell yeah, dude. When did you write this?
I just sort of whipped it up,
Fuck it. Are you going to clip that out and so it looks like I said these things?
No.
Okay.
Never. I would never do that.
Can I do some rewrites? I'll be like, yes, I agree, Zach. Black people are weird. Written by Zach Holmes.
No, dude.
Why does my script say I have to call you Master?
No, Kenny.
Yes, Master Zach, you're my best friend. Aye, Captain.
Well, that's all the time we have before Kenny rewrites the script. Thank you so much for coming, Kenny.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Go to my website, heykennyitskenny.com for tickets for all of our dates, or Zach's Linktree, linktree.com/Zackass.
That's what it is. Yeah, come to our shows. We have a show in Austin, Texas, October 27th.
And November 3rd and 4th, we'll be in Fort Worth, Texas, doing 4 shows. We'll also be in Austin, like, that week around town. So tell us where to go fucking get the best food and all that bullshit.
Thanks so much for coming, Kenny. It's been a blast. It's been a great time.
Oh, I haven't come yet.
No, Kenny. You might drop the script, dude. I worked really hard on that.
Now I'm about to script drop the mic.
No, you don't punch the mic. Thanks so much for coming, though.
Fuck it. Video.
Well, stay maximum, everyone.
No, can you just
Thanks for coming, Kenny. Say maximum.
Can you just dub it? Can you dub it? So
no, Kenny, say maximum.
Go.
No.
So they can use the audio from the other one. Because it was... Yeah.
No, you're going to fucking find a way to get the file and put words in my mouth, dude.
Yes.